Suzanne Ridgway from Loves to Eat, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing Crockpot Chicken and Gravy, perfect for a snowstorm day. My children have an old-fashioned snow day with no homeschool learning online. We've gotten 15 inches of snow so far. By the end of the day, we could get up to 23 inches. Some areas have gotten 2 to 3 feet, depending on where you are during this monster snowstorm of 2020. At this time, if you see the red subscribe word, click it. It'll turn to gray when you're subscribed. Also tap the bell to get all my notifications so you can be up to date with what I'm cooking, cleaning, or hauling on my channel here, as well as give my video a big thumbs up. And with that said, let's get right into the recipe. I have my crock pot preheated. I'm going to rinse off about 3 to 4 chicken quarter legs to put into the crock pot, and I'm going to season them with garlic and pepper as well as some onion soup mix. And then the rest of my chicken I'm going to put into the oven and roast it so I can make a Mexican chicken bake to freeze for another dinner another day. So I'm doing a little bit of prepping for future meals today, and I'm going to be shredding some of my chicken for lunches for sandwiches. These are the quarter legs, so it's probably not going to fit that many. They're pretty big. I'll put in 3. And I'm going to put the other ones into my casserole dish. Always wash your hands after handling chicken or any kind of meat so you don't cross-contaminate. Got my little bowl for... I'm going to season it with 3 teaspoons of garlic, 3 teaspoons of fresh black cracked pepper, and my onion soup mix. About 2 teaspoons. I'm going to take my chicken gravy and I'm going to dump it into the crock pot, just like that. This is a 10-ounce can, a little more than a cup. And then I have my cream of chicken soup. You don't want to dilute it, you just want to kind of plop it in there as you heard it plop. And this is also a 10.5-ounce can. I'm going to take 3 celery stalks. Take 6 celery stalks because half of this is going to go into the casserole dish next to me. And I have a fresh set of celery on deck in my refrigerator. Now I've wrapped my celery in paper towels for a reason. It keeps my celery fresh up to 2 weeks longer, as well as my head of lettuce. I have a fresh head of lettuce in there as well that I want to cut the end off and wrap it in paper towels. It absorbs all the water and the moisture from the food, so it stays fresh for longer. Bananas you should break apart from the bunch. Never leave them separated because then they brown together faster. And I'm going to take half and put it into my dish for the oven, which is preheating at 400 degrees. And put the other half into my crock pot. I have a good week of meals coming up in the next few days. Sunday we're having prime rib. Saturday we're going to have beef stew. Friday we're going to do takeout. We're going to have pizza to help support the local economy. Monday, with the leftover prime rib, we're going to do probably a French dip again. My youngest really love the French dip that we had last week from the brisket that I marinated in beer. I can link the video in my description box below so you can see that being prepared. Christmas Eve, I'm going to be doing some ziti. Christmas Day, I'm going to be doing a spiral ham. And the Saturday, I'll be doing ham and pea soup in my crock pot with split peas. Monday, I'm going to do creamy sausage and potatoes in the crock pot before Christmas. Tuesday's going to be shake and bake with pork chops and potatoes, and I haven't quite decided for Wednesday yet. Maybe a pizza night. I kind of hid you from the onion chopping on the first half, but I will show you how I chop my onions on the second half for the casserole dish, in between a diced and a minced. Give my hands a rinse. Knife in the sink, and I'm going to sprinkle the onions all over the chicken. Board in the sink because I'm all done with the cutting of my vegetables. I'm going to take my garlic, about 2 to 3 teaspoons on each piece of chicken. And then 3 teaspoons of the fresh black cracked pepper. My usual suspects with spices. Once in a while I have a different one in, like my oregano or Italian seasoning when I do my homemade sauces and my canned pureed sauce. And then my onion soup mix, about 2 teaspoons. You can use some measuring spoons, but I just dump and go. I've been seasoning for a very, very long time. Now taking your can, you're going to pour about a tablespoon of water over the chicken. Give it a nice starting baste. And then in your crock pot, you never want to dilute your cream soups in these kinds of meals. You're going to pour the water just on top of it, as so. And if you feel it's not thick enough, you can add flour to thicken halfway through. Now I'm going to pop this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. And I'm going to use my thermometer to check it when it's done. And then I'm going to shred the chicken. And I'm going to put it into portions because I'm going to do the one for the Mexican spaghetti casserole. And then shred some for sandwiches. Here's my chicken roasting in the oven. It already smells fantastic. There are 3 large chicken quarter legs in here. I will link below what I use to season and to prep the chicken for roasting. I just added a tablespoon of oil on there with the water so it gets nice and flavorful. These chickens are going to be split up in 2 different meals, sandwiches for lunches, as well as a Mexican Chicken Casserole. At this time, if you haven't, please click the red subscribe word. It'll go from red to gray. Please tap the bell for future notifications so you get all my videos. Please like the video and have a great day.